Hi everybody, it's Tammy and welcome to Onukoro, where as you can see I know jack shit about effective lighting, and I am trying to light things that are both very dark in colour and also have transparent eyes behind them that need to be lit up in order to be able to be seen. But let's crack on, and anyway, we'll start with Onupu, captain of the Onukoro Asuri. He's got his little Bakari disc there, and this is the only genuine Lego purple mask that is in this video. All the rest are going to be spray painted. Speaking of which, we will move on to Kaj and Damek. These are two fun little recolors they feature in the game. Damek has been seen with gaps in his mask, but I'm going to take that as just artistic license. I'm sure as hell not going to cut any parts out of these masks. I think these look really cool, and actually I'm going to switch them around, and we end up having pretty much all of the great masks on this side, all the noble masks on this side. Next up, another popular character. Here we have Niparu. He's got his tool here from the Borok animations. I wasn't entirely sure what effect piece to give him for this one, so it kind of looks like he's got a super soaker, but I swear it's supposed to be blue flame coming out of it, and that's 3 pieces. We've got the main old camcorder piece, a black cylinder, and a black round tile on the front there. If we go to the right hand side, here we have Tahuti. As I imagine he looked soon after emerging from a Matoran pod. He's still got the mask with the silver markings on. Those will fade over time, like with the Takoro video. I don't have the all black version of this currently. It was very annoying. But that's fine, because eventually, at some point on Matanui, Tahuti gains a black Karma instead. He obviously damaged his Huna, and there are quite a lot of Matoran with this build. So this could be a generic Matoran miner, or it could be Tahuti at a later date. The choice is yours. Next we have Tapu. And it's definitely Tapu, not Hafu. This is Tapu. The reason there is confusion is because for a long time these two had the wrong masks and have the same colour scheme. So they often looked very, very similar and got confusing. Tapu does not wear a black Ruru. One person that does wear a black Ruru though is, I'm going to get this name wrong, Aito? Something like that. One of the generic miners seen in Monog 1. And all black colour scheme, so not a hell of a lot to say there. Looks nice. And rounding off the all black Matoran, this is Mydak. Oh yes. This guy had no name until 2008, until a fan suggested that he could be the namesake of the big old blaster for that year. And this guy particularly liked being in the sunlight, because you find him in a little hut outside of Onuahi, offering to lend you an Usul crab. He's out in the desert and quite likes the sun. And yes, since you're all trying to picture it in your minds, here is what that mental image looks like. Slightly out of proportion there, I think, perhaps. I don't think he's going to hold it somehow. Right. Moving on next, we have Nobua. I believe that's pronounced correctly. This is the very first Matoran that you encounter in The Legend of Matanui, which was the unreleased game for PC that's recently been rebuilt by Lightstone Games. That's really cool. And I've given him blue eyes just to kind of acknowledge how he looks, or how the Matoran look in that game. And you might recognise him better if I dangle him the hell upside down and accidentally reveal that this is a spray painted mask. So technically Nobua is non-canon, but there is a Matoran with a purple How in one of the Borok animations, so hell, that's like gotta be him. Totes canon. We've got another purple spray painted character here. I couldn't find a name for this guy. Oh, he's got floppy foot syndrome. But he appears in the Kininui Matoran cavalry sequence in Monog 1. It has this cool purple Matatu, and I thought that would be fun to paint. So that is that. Yeah. Next up we have Mamoru, the chief prospector of the mine. So this guy actually had a black mask in Monog 1, but he had an orange one in Monog 2, so I'm sure he acquired it at some point. I already had the mask. I'm not going to spray paint another mask if this one's already available. That's cool. And sharing his colour scheme is the mining captain, Dosnay. Yeah, I do like this colour scheme. I think it's really cool. I think that's a really nice mask to use. I really wish that I had the orange version of the Matatu mask, because I would love to put it on a Matoro, a Naparu colour scheme, and create the character of, I think it might be Azebo, but I don't have that. So to make it up to you, here is just a Matoran with no name, but with the Naparu colour scheme and the trans orange cow. I think that looks cool. Unfortunately, you can't really see the eyes through the mask. And we have Toa's Onua Nuva, and Wenua are going on Onua his golden mask, because I didn't think it was worth having 3 characters with the same mask in one shot. Anyway, that is Onukoro. I hope you enjoyed it.
So this is some follow-up footage I'm taking a few weeks after the first recording. Gorgeous sunny day. Hopefully we'll be able to see these models just way better. I brought as many of the Onimatoran out here with me as I could. We've got Mydak here because we're outside. We couldn't not have our sunny boy. We've got Zemia here, who is wearing this is a custom sprayed How, not a legit version. I've also got a legit black Huna now, so I'm able to do Tahuti properly, and I realised I was really close to having done every Onimatoran, certainly from Monog 2, almost every Onimatoran that we know, in Muktoran form. So I decided to go the whole hog, and I spray painted custom black Mahiki for Mamoru, so that's now era accurate, and I think he looks really good, and those eyes are just glowing there. Then we've got this Matoran here, who doesn't have a name, does appear in the strike scene in Monog 1, but in Monog 2 there's a Matoran who's very similar, but with a purple Rao, which I've painted here, and that individual is called Akamu, and he is a crafter. I thought it was just worth having another close-up at Nabur with the sun really making those eyes glow up a lot better here. That's amazing. And finally, if we take this Matoran with the trans-orange cow and switch it out for this orange Matatu, which is again spray painted, not a legit one, we finally get Azebo, our prospector. And that is it. I believe I'm the first person to ever show all of the Monog 2 Onimatoran in Muktoran form. If that's even an achievement, I don't know. I hope this has been enjoyable to watch. This is by far the largest collection I've had of Muktoran from a single village, and it's quite exciting. So yeah, and I'll hopefully see you soon for another video. Bye!
This guy had no name until 2008, when a fan person